I mean, that's what I am. A lesbian is a part of what I am. But to me, my singing is quintessential.
Just a kiss, just a kiss.
The high point of 1993, I would have to say touring. It was a really great tour. I felt really relaxed. I felt that really for the first time, I was 100% happy to be there. When I walked on stage, my world made complete sense.
So if you're thinking life's a bore.
When I was involved with country music, it was more about being a performer and adapting a certain style. And although I loved country music, I think it was more about being a front person for a set that was happening. And Ingenue was more about delivering what was inside of me.
Surely help will arrive soon.
The theme of Ingenue is the exploration of love. Not necessarily of love between two people, but love as it exists within one person. When people ask me how it makes me feel to be so intimate and vulnerable on a record, it's just, you know, I'm just talking about the same thing people have talked about forever and always will. The goal of myself as an artist is to become more adapted at reaching in and accessing the pool of emotion that exists within myself. And I think the more vulnerable and honest and open you become, the better your art becomes. I came out really because I needed to, personally, that it wasn't worth, you know, worrying about sacrificing my career. It wasn't worth living with a guard or a defense anymore. And I don't think I really did. I think people always knew I was a lesbian, but I think that the gay community especially, you know, with the homophobia rise that basically AIDS kind of conjured, I felt a type of responsibility to the gay community to stand up. You have to be personally really clear and really solid on the positive and negative implications of coming out, and both personally and socially. You know, it involves a lot of people when you come out. My mother's initial reaction was great fear, and I think that she just assumed that it was going to be really blown out of proportion and really angry and negative. So I just phoned her and I said, "Mom, I just came out." And she just said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I really believe it's the right thing to do." Working on the Cowgirls soundtrack has really kind of given me this completely broad overview of where I've been, where I am, and where I'm going. The single is Just Keep Me Moving. Probably the most exciting thing about releasing that as a single is I'm going to be making the video for it, which will have a chopper with Uma Thurman on the back. And I get to drive it. Heaven.
Okay.